Hello friends. In last online lecture we saw the lesson The Romance of a Busy Broker, but the lesson was not completed at that time before your first sem examination. Now today we continue the lesson The Romance of a Busy Broker. In last video we saw the entry of the new stenographer from stenographer's agency, and Mr. Pitcher takes her in the office. Lady from the stenographer agency to see about the possession, said Pitcher, and Pitcher also confirmed that or told about the stenographer's agency that the lady came from the agency. Maxwell turned half round with his hands full of papers and tickers tape. Tickers mean printers. And Pitcher told to Maxwell about the stenographer's agency that the agency sent a lady for the job in the office of Harvey Maxwell. And then Pitcher paid attention of Harvey Maxwell towards the lady, and Harvey Maxwell turned half round, and he was very busy, and in his hands, the hands of Maxwell were filled with full of papers and tickers tape. What possession? He asked with a frown. Means in a very rage manner he asked to Pitcher, what possession? What type of possession? Possession of stenographer, said Pitcher, and Pitcher repeat again, the possession of stenographer. You told me yesterday to call them up and have one sent over this morning. And Pitcher also told Mr. Maxwell about the calling of stenographer from the agency. Harvey Maxwell told Pitcher in a previous day, for a long day, to order the lady stenographer to the agency, but at the time he forgot all the things. You are losing your mind, Pitcher, said Maxwell. Why should I have given you any such instructions? And contradictory, Maxwell told Pitcher that why he gives such advice or instructions to the Pitcher, because in the office Miss Leslie doing the perfect job of a stenographer, and Mr. Maxwell satisfied with his work. Miss Leslie has given perfect satisfaction during the year she has been here. The place is hers as long as she chooses to retain it, and the place means the office is the office of Miss Leslie's own office. and she was doing her job in a very satisfactory manner. That's why there is not any problem to instruct teacher according to Maxwell. There is no place open here, madam. And the lady came from the stenographer's agency. Maxwell told to her that there is no vacancy, madam. Countermand that order with the agency Peacher and also warned Peacher to cancel the order with the agency and don't bring any more of them in here and not to brought any more stenographer in that office. The Silver Heart left the office, swinging, banging itself independently against the office furniture as it indignantly departed. And the Silver Heart means the beautiful lady from the agency. She also departed the office in a very indignant manner. Peacher seized a moment to remark to the bookkeeper that the old man seemed to get more absent-minded and forgetful every day of the world. And the Peacher also told to the bookkeeper or his colleague that the old man means Mr. Maxwell. Mr. Maxwell seems to be more absent-minded because Harvey Maxwell told for the order to the agency to Peacher, and at that time he also give advice or instructions to Peacher to book a order for the lady stenographer. And at this time Harvey Maxwell forgot all the things. That's why Peacher told him that absent-minded or forgetful old man. The rush and pace of business grew fiercer and faster, and the rush and the business grew faster and faster in that office. On the floor they were pounding half a dozen stock in which Maxwell's customers were heavy investors, and Maxwell's customers were the heavy investors in that office. Means Harvey Maxwell was a very busy broker. He buys and sells the bonds every day in a very fast and accurate manner, like the flight of swallows. Some of his own holdings were imperiled, and the man was working like some high-geared, delicate, strong machine. And Harvey Maxwell was a very expert man in selling and buying the bonds, and his working style was very accurate. He worked like a high-geared and delicate, strong machine. Means he considered as a machine. Strung to full tension, he was in a tense mood, going at full speed, accurate, never hesitating, with the proper word and decision, and act ready and prompt as clockwork. And he was very prompt and accurate, and he was never hesitate for doing his work. and he used proper words and he takes proper decision in running his business, and he was very prompt as clockwork. Stocks and bonds, loans and mortgages, margins and securities. Here was a world of finance, and he was very engaged or busy in a world of finance, stocks and bonds, loans and mortgages, margins and securities, and many more. And there was no room in it for the human world or the world of nature. He was very busy in the world of finance, and he has not any concern with the human world or the world of nature. When the luncheon hour drew near, there a slight lull in the uproar. When the luncheon hour drew near, there came a slight lull in the uproar, and he was very busy in his work. But when the lunch hour came, then he lull means peace, peaceful nature means shantata. At that time, in a lunch hour, the uproar was decreased, or the uproar was in a very quiet mood. At that time, he was not as busy as the earlier period. Now, friends, we will see the next part of the lesson tomorrow.